In this short film, we will discuss the different types of farms that are available to visit. We will be looking at livestock, arable, and mixed farming. Livestock farming refers to the rearing of a range of different animals. These animals are reared for food or for other human uses. The term cattle commonly refers to cows. Cows are usually reared for milk production, dairy cattle, or meat production, beef cattle. Depending upon their use, farmers will choose to use specific, selectively bred breeds in order to maximise outputs. So Holsteins, for example, are widely used for dairy production, whilst the much stockier Hereford is one breed that is used for beef production. Sheep have been farmed in the UK since Roman times. Today, the main product of sheep is meat, although there are also markets for wool, skin and milk. Sheep can be farmed almost anywhere, including the hills of Scotland and Wales, the uplands of Yorkshire and Derbyshire, and in the more productive lowland areas of wider England. Pigs are farmed primarily for their meat, that being pork. Their skin is also used for leather production. The term poultry refers to chickens, turkeys, ducks and geese. By far the most numerous of these are chickens, which are raised for their eggs, layers as they're called, or for their meat, broilers. A typical commercial egg layer can lay around 300 eggs per year. These are often skinnier birds, with all of their energy going into egg production. Commercial broilers are bred to be much bigger birds, with all of their energy going into their growth for meat. Aside from these more commercial breeds, there are also large numbers of more traditional poultry breeds, which are often kept on smaller farms and usually by poultry enthusiasts. The term arable farming refers to the cultivation of crops. These crops are usually split into three categories: cereals, vegetables, and plants for oils and fibres. Cereal farming in the UK is primarily concerned with the growth of wheat, oats and barley. These are grown in fields that will often require the use of machinery for ploughing when sowing the seed and when eventually harvesting the grain. For this reason, cereals are commonly grown in flat lowland areas. Cereals will also require productive soils to flourish, so you'll often find arable farms in areas such as Kent where the soil is particularly fertile. In addition, most arable farms will use crop rotations to maximise their yields. Crop rotations involve moving crops between fields for a given period of time to help prevent the depletion of the soil's nutrients. Wheat is cultivated for its seed. This seed, or grain as it's also known, is harvested, dried and then milled in order to produce flour. Oats are harvested in a similar way. Once processed, oatmeal and rolled oats are used in a wide variety of foodstuffs. Oats are also commonly used as food for livestock. Barley is commonly used in the brewing industry. It's also used as an edible grain and for livestock feed. Vegetable farming is the growing of vegetables for human consumption. Vegetables can be grown in fields in areas where specific crops do well. So for example, commonly in the United Kingdom, brassicas such as cabbages, broccoli and sprouts are grown in fields. Beets and other root vegetables are usually also grown in fields. Glasshouses and polytunnels are used for food that require more heat, such as tomatoes and green and red peppers. Plants are also used to produce oils and fibres. Rape is a common plant seen throughout the British countryside. The rapeseed is crushed to extract oil, which is then used for cooking. Sunflower seeds are also processed in a similar way. Historically, fibres from the hemp plant have been used for the production of ropes and clothing. Many of the farms that you visit might practice some form of mixed farming. This is a type of farming which involves both the growing of crops as well as the raising of livestock. So for example, the same farm may grow cereal crops as well as keeping cattle, sheep, pigs or poultry. In certain farming systems like organic, the manure from the livestock may be used to fertilise the ground where any crops are grown. Some of the crops that are grown may also be used to feed the livestock on the farm. Sheep may also be used in a field that was used to grow cereals a previous year. This is done to help any future crops grow, as it allows the field to recover when the sheep are in there, whilst the droppings from the sheep add much needed nutrients back into the soil. One advantage of running a mixed farm like this is that it lessens the risks to the farmer if one particular crop fails.